Happy Christmas, everybody. After wrapping up my final exams, I checked the calendar and realized, if it's December and I got some time on my hands, then I guess I should make a Christmas special. So, I decided to double today's video as both a Christmas special and as a pilot to a new series I'm very excited to launch, called The Shibshow. In case you haven't guessed, it's a play on my channel's name because I wanted to go with another word to name the series, but the censors would have killed me. So, I decided to go for a more PG-13 title for the series. Hope you little fucks are happy. Anyways, what this series is going to be about, because I realize I haven't given the premise. So basically, this will be a pseudo-analysis of terrible movies or shows that I find and think suck ass. Today's movie is a special one to me because there are so few terrible pieces of media that I felt as passionately about just for my first viewing as The Christmas Light. This movie is just so terrible that I just fucking love it. It's one of those movies that are just so awful that it somehow ends up circling backwards into being amazing. There is so little ingenuine quality with this movie, and yet not only does its ironically good qualities catapult it above movies like Rap City Street Kids Believe in Santa, but the few pieces of quality and that ironic enjoyment factor is just so good that it makes me actually sort of partially completely love this movie. But we're starting to get ahead of ourselves. Let's slay our way into The Christmas Light. I am just as excited about this as you guys are, if not way more. The movie opens with soft, relaxing holiday music as the camera shortly after flies its way to the Christmas complex, introduced to us by the narrator, played by Dan Haggerty? How the hell did they get the budget for him? How the hell did they get the budget for anything in this, really? Anyways, we now get our first glimpse of Santa's workshop, which for some reason is the Washington Memorial. And if you thought that was bizarre set design, wait till you see Santa's office. It consists of a completely bare room, save for a small desk, a clock, a Christmas tree, and a cup chair. You'd think that the CEO of Christmas would have a bit more than just that in his office. Would it have really killed them to give him a bookshelf, a bigger desk, more than one chair, a ball pit? Also, there are no stairs nor an elevator leading to his office on the top of the tower. How the hell does he even get up there? Anyways, the narrator tells us that toy production is staggered and Santa is worried. When you notice that the statistics report shows the total toy production of November, this has to imply that we are at earliest in mid-December by this point. Yeah, this seems like an astoundingly late time to get worried about something like this. But I'm only stalling at this point as to avoid talking about the character design, which,
Oh my god! What is that?
I don't think I was ready for this jump scare. This character design, paired with the ungodly awful early 90s CGI, makes for a truly terrifying set of life forms to tell this tale. Moving on, Santa visits his head elf Isaac in his lab, who looks concerningly like Bill Clinton, to watch him demonstrate his machine made to build trains for children.
Here goes.
Isaac uses his machine to make a toy train for a little boy named Tommy.
Okay. What's the point of that information? We never meet Tommy, so why does the narrator feel the need to bring his name up? Another side note, I think it's so funny how the narrator tells the story in the present tense as opposed to past tense like narrators in normal movies. I like to think they just told Dan Haggerty to read all the stage directions in the script and called it a day. This is one of the film's first so bad it's good aspects. Like, there's really no reason for the narrator to be here. Sometimes he has an accidentally funny line once in a blue moon, but other than that, he serves no real purpose to the point of being stupidly funny. He only gives lore and backstory rarely, and even then, it's all stuff that viewers can pick up on quickly or stuff that does not matter to the story. Another funny thing I noticed is that the robot paintbrush is only dipped in one paint can, but still manages to paint the train both red and green. What? Santa declares that he'll start using it this Christmas, which somehow, despite taking place well after the Industrial Revolution, industrialization only now crosses Santa's mind. Anyone think maybe this is why toy production is behind? Next on our list, Burton Lemon, Isaac's chief competitor, calls Santa over on the intercom.
Santa! Santa! Report to my lab immediately!
Okay, I want you all to picture this as Papyrus from Undertale saying that.
Santa! Santa!
Perfect voice. That is my headcanon voice for Papyrus, and nobody will convince me otherwise. Anyways, the narrator's lore drop tells us that none of the elves like Burton, a sentiment that Santa sounds like he shares, considering his tone when saying,
"Well, Isaac, I guess we should go see what Burton wants this time."
I don't get why he doesn't just, fire him, especially considering Burton's incompetent at his job and Santa was ready and willing to murder him later on. But we're getting ahead of ourselves again, my bad.
I can make as many toys as you can imagine. We won't need these goofy little elves running around here anymore.
Okay, so is he implying here that he's not one of those goofy little elves? Or is he implying that he's not goofy, little, or an elf? He's obviously an elf, he's mildly goofy because he's a f***ing lunatic, but little? Considering Santa's the same size as him, I don't think these characters are exactly little. Burton then declares that this machine will make him the greatest toy maker of all. That's not really a good thing to say to your boss who's well known for being a good toy maker. What's next? The pipe gives birth to a train which spontaneously explodes, which Burton declares to be a minor glitch. Yeah, this guy seems to really know what he's doing. Some chief competitor he is. Santa tells him it's too dangerous to be used at the moment, which makes Burton fly into a rage.
But why?
Why'd he say it so gaily? Anyways, he runs off awkwardly and just stands there even more awkwardly and gets ready to sing his villain song because this is a musical! Oh boy!
You'll rue the day that you had your way with me!
Did he just say have your way with me? Do the writers know what that phrase means? This brings me to my next point. The fact that the musical is completely half-assed. The songs serve no story purpose at all, the lyrics are not catchy or good, Burton barely sounds like he's fucking singing and more like he's reading off a poem, and there's only 3 songs. I get some ironic enjoyment out of this stupid-ass villain song, and a tiny amount from the last one, which we'll get to later. But in general, all the songs are so stupid and boring. Like, if it wasn't how completely stupid and petty Burton is in this, as well as him using Had Your Way With Me without him knowing what it means, both unintentionally making it funnier, this song would have been...
Nah!
Holy fucking crap! We're barely past 5 minutes in, and this kid's movie already has an on-screen death. Oh my god.
He's gone. Burton's gone. Poor Burton.
Do you maybe want to try the delivery on that one more time? And maybe this time sound like you just watched your coworker fucking die! The voice acting in this movie is complete ass. None of the characters are allowed to show any expression in their voice, except Burton for some reason, and it's too expressive. Every line delivery from everyone else is extremely matter-of-fact. They're not allowed to have character. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because I can't think of a single character trait from any of these characters. I would grill the movie on this more, but I want to talk about how it makes absolutely no sense that Burton comes out of the pipe as a fucking ice sculpture. What? This machine was only made to be a toy maker. Why does it have a corpse to ice sculpture function? Hello? Okay, that is morbid. Why is this guy's first instinct when seeing a corpse of his now late colleague to touch it? And if that's not a bizarre enough point, oh boy, are you in for a treat today? First, why does the shattered remains of Burton turn into an evil snowman?
From this day on, I am no longer Burton Lemon. I am forevermore Snowman.
And why, out of everything, does he make his villain name the Snowman?
And you will rue the day you had your way with me.
And why do they keep using that phrase when they clearly don't know what it means?
There will be no Christmas this year, not for any child.
And why does this guy talk like the most generic evil villain ever? Why is this flat and uninteresting villain the incarnation of Burton's resentment and bitterness towards his job and colleagues?
I will cause a huge blizzard. You will not be able to get to the children's homes.
And lastly, why does he drop his evil plan word for word before he even does anything? Did this guy fail Villains 101? Anyways, the snowman flies off and these two need to stop him. The next scene we cut to is this horrifying little boy staring out the window on Christmas Eve. Wait, So this is all taking place in one night, right? Does that mean Burton becomes the snowman on Christmas Eve, Santa's workshop converts to industrialism on Christmas Eve, and Santa gets worried about staggered toy production on fucking Christmas Eve? All of these events are either indicated or confirmed to take place one beat after another. What fucking sense does this make at all? Anyways, the horrifying little boy Jeffrey tells his big sister Jennifer that he's scared of the storm. Side note, I also love how they set up Jeffrey as an important character, but he only gets 2 lines total. Also, after the scene, he serves no relevance to anything in the movie. He doesn't appear again, nor is he addressed after this scene. Oh well, if they make a sequel to this movie, I sure hope he gets a more prominent role in that. Next up, Jennifer tells him about the Christmas light. Roll credits. Which is a light of goodness in everyone. She even sings a song about it because this is still a musical. I mean, it would be weird if they set up this movie as a musical and only put 1 or 2 songs in it. Also, I feel the need to ask, what is Jennifer? Narration tells me she's a pre-adolescent child, writing implies she's a young teen, voice indicates adult, and design makes me question everything, including her gender. Next on our to-do list, Bill Clinton elf shows Santa the invention he was saying could stop the snowman.
Isaac finally gets Santa into his newest invention. He calls it Sled 2.
One point I have for this movie is that it actually dares to answer the question, hey, if Santa's sled is so cool, why isn't there a sled too? Okay, the funniest part about that, guys, that was my genuine reaction to the Sled 2 line. It's so fucking ridiculous that it just makes me burst into laughter every time. The fact that the narrator plays it completely straight too honestly makes it funnier. I think for a line like that, if they tried to make it funnier than it naturally is, it would completely fall on its face. I also like how they set up this robot X as an actual character. It doesn't have any lines, but somehow it still has more of a role in the story than Jeffrey.
If you think I am going to replace my sled and reindeers with this contraption, you're crazy. But I will use it just this once. Anything to stop the snowman.
Another thing that I like is that they never refer to the snowman as Burton. It's nice to see that even if he's their enemy, they never dead name him. We love a supportive mortal enemy in this house. Next, Santa and Isaac are lost in the storm, and Santa berates Isaac and his invention.
Well, Isaac, this sled 2 of yours is working great. We are lost in this gigantic storm. All this fancy equipment, and what good does it do?
I love when the pure good CEO of Christmas treats his elves like shit. Shortly after, Santa tells Bubba to look towards the Christmas light for guidance, and X gets a transmission of the house being illuminated by the Christmas light, which Santa says the house is the answer to their problems. Somehow. So, why is this the only house in the area? Do these kids just live in the middle of nowhere? Ooh, that's a bad set design. That's a bad set design in the Christmas light. Parentheses 1995. Oh my god. Now, why is Jennifer sleeping in the same bed as Jeffrey, especially if they're sharing a bed that barely fits both of them?
Santa? Santa! It's really you!
I like how she just believes that this guy who could realistically be breaking and entering is Santa. Is she stupid? Then, Santa tells Jennifer about the snowman, the Christmas light, and how he needs her help. Wrong, actually! The narrator tells us that Santa tells her about this. This is what I mean by the narrator being pointless. There was no reason for him to have said these lines instead of Santa saying them. It's like they wasted all their budget on this celebrity casting and ended up throwing more lines his way to make it feel like it was a worthwhile investment. Dan Haggerty's casting was worth 90% of the budget when it has to be justified. Then Jennifer comes along with Santa.
I'll dress warmly. It's cold outside.
Don't worry about that. I have a new sled.
A new sled?
I love how quick he is from going, I'm not replacing my old sled, to, I have a new sled. Wonderful spontaneous character derailment there. I also love how he clicks his heels like Dorothy to teleport. After they leave Jeffrey to his own devices, we then join Isaac back in Sled 2. Wait, hang on. Did they not land Sled 2? Why is it still flying as Santa and Jennifer teleport back on?
Now let's find the snowman.
Just as Isaac speaks, he spots the snowman.
Okay, can I take a second to point out that Isaac's new invention that he never had the chance to use until now has a snowman detector? I can't imagine he would have been able to program a snowman alert in the 4 minutes since they took off. How did he make it anyways? What does it even track? His DNA? His scent? What are the rules, goddammit? Next on our scene list, we have the epic showdown with the snowman. In this one, he changes into a saw blade and tries to cut Sled 2 in half, then becomes a missile which looks concerningly like a bulb orb from Pikmin. And just admire the editing on this fight for a second. During each of the snowman's attacks, they don't have a saw sound effect or a rocket sound effect, so each time he fires an attack, we just get 10 to 15 seconds of nothing but the MIDI soundtrack, which I hate to admit it, but it's pretty good. I don't know, it's so weird. I hate to take a detour on this baffling shit show, but absolutely no budget went into anything in this movie, the score included, but somehow the score is kind of good. It's not great at all, but I don't know, I like listening to it. What the hell happened here? It's like there's a piece of quality in this absolute dumpster fire. Anyways, Belf Clinton sends X to fight against the snowman, mano a mano. Or cabeza in this case, since both of them are technically just heads. Hey, speaking of, where the hell's the rest of the snowman's body? We see it later in the third act. Where is it now? I have so many questions, but the more I watch this movie, the better I feel when I don't ask them. So I will ask none of them to preserve my okay mental state. Then Isaac has X f***ing melt the snowman and expresses some concerningly eager rhetoric about killing him.
Santa, say the word and X will destroy him.
Okay, I think I know what's going on here. The reason Sled 2 has a snowman tracker is because Isaac made Sled 2 with the intent to kill Burton. Why else would he build X with a melt gun function? He knew Burton was a dumbass and would fall into his creation, so he rigged the machine with a corpse to snowman function. Do I know why he wouldn't have just melted him with X instead of doing this long-ass drawn-out plan? No, but trust me, it was his plan all along. I knew Bubba couldn't be trusted. I had a feeling this movie reeked of conspiracy somewhere. Next up, we witness Santa's natural and believable story arc.
No, Santa, you'll kill Burton. It's wrong.
We must, Santa. He would do it to us in a second.
Santa, no, please.
He learns that he shouldn't kill the snowman because it will also kill Burton. Which, yeah, I don't really see why you should. Though, to be fair, after suffering through this movie, I don't think I actually care if they all die a horrible death. So yeah, Santa tells Isaac to call X off, and Isaac is disappointed that he can't murder his f***ing coworker. This movie is supposed to be for children. Anyways, the snowman does the Sans Undertale spare kill thingy, and taking advantage of their mercy and fist smashing Sled 2 into oblivion, so everyone on it is dead and the movie's over. Hooray! Oh wait, nope. There's still 6.5 minutes left of this shit because we were put on this planet to suffer. After everyone says they're okay, Santa tells Isaac to start repairs immediately. Hello? You guys just crashed the ship, somehow survived, and are left with insane blunt force trauma. Not only how did they survive that, but also how are they okay instantly enough for Santa to force Isaac to start repairs immediately? Does this fucking movie care?
I know where the snowman is.
Isaac tells the others that he spotted his cave.
Again, what is the point of Dan Haggerty narrating this moment instead of Isaac telling the team where he is? And also, how does Isaac know that the cave is the snowman's cave? Yeah, maybe he saw him go in it, but how does he know it's his lair? Anyways, Jennifer sneaks out of the ship and nobody notices until 10 minutes later. The fuck? How did it take you this long for you to realize that the child you are supervising is missing? Are you fucking stupid? Somebody needs to charge Santa with child endangerment for fuck's sake. Not only is taking her for no other reason other than the fact that the titular Christmas light told you that you needed her specifically for some reason to ultimately fight an evil snowman endangering enough, but he couldn't even have the snowballs to watch her. Dishonor on you, Santa, and dishonor on your reindeer. So now they go to find her now, and they realize she went to the snowman's cave. Epic rap battles of history. Jennifer versus the snowman. Begin!
The Christmas light is inside you, in your heart.
Ain't no way, there ain't no way, there ain't no way, no matter what you say.
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Sorry for the bit, guys. I just thought that was funny. Anyways, Jennifer sings of the Christmas light again, and the snowman shuts it down. The more she keeps going, he starts melting for some reason. It's not like this area can be that hot. There's snow all around outside. Does this cave lead to a volcano? Why is there snow outside in that case? How is the cold snow zone only like 6 feet from the hot melt zone? How drastic is the temperature drop? Either that or Jennifer has melting powers when she sings. Why did her song not kill Jeffrey earlier on then? Unless that's why he stays asleep when Santa breaks into her house. Oh my god, they killed Jeffrey. This kid's movie is fucking dark, guys.
I can see it. It's in your heart.
The Christmas light.
Okay, I can suspend my disbelief that the snowman melted from these shapes subsequently, especially the last one, somehow. But how the fuck did the snowman's face melt back into Burton Lemon's face? Also, how did Jennifer repeating the same lyric 3 times manage to convince Burton to drop the whole evil snowman thingy? Whatever, he's dead for real now, so it doesn't matter. Santa and Isaac get there to find Karen mourning Frosty's death.
No, it can't be. I won't give up. I won't give up.
What do you plan to or expect to do? He's melted. Then the snow melts and turns into Burton Lemon again. Hooray!
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for saving my life.
How the fuck do you know her name? Not like you could have heard it when they were in Sled 2. They didn't even say her name there. And also, they were in a fucking ship. Anyways, Santa pardons Burton and thanks Jennifer for not letting them kill him.
Now let's get going. We have a lot of work to do, but with everyone pulling together, I know we can do it.
Oh boy, I'm about to get right into it. This is Christmas fucking Eve! How the fuck do you think you can pull through? This isn't like my final projects where I pulled all-nighters fueled by caffeine and undiagnosed ADHD just to finish 1 or 2 projects. No, you have billions of children to make toys for. Also, is he implying we as in the 3 of them and Jennifer? She's not a fucking elf, she's a human child. Is this kidnapping in a fucking children's movie? What kind of kids movie is this shit? First we have fatal workplace accidents, then we have child endangerment, then a murder conspiracy plot, and now kidnapping? Holy shit, I think my brain just fucking killed itself. Anyways, we get back to Sled 2 and Burton confesses that this whole ordeal has emptied his heart of all his hatred. Overall, this isn't the worst scene in the movie. There's not a whole lot about it I can complain about, and it's sweet and wholesome enough, so I guess I'll give it a mild amount of credit. He then asks Isaac to help him turn over a new leaf and dedicate his life to helping other people.
Sure, we all could help. Jennifer, Santa, X, and me.
Wait, are they actually keeping Jennifer around? I don't think I need to repeat my kidnapping rant like I just did, but who the fuck is saying that she'd stick around?
Together, we can bring the magic of Christmas to every day of the year. We're the Christmas Brigade.
Well, that line just about wraps it up. They officially start a task force called the Christmas Brigade to help people around the world. I really hope they never make a sequel to this movie where they do just that.
Every year on Christmas Day, we celebrate the birth of the Christmas light.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why we celebrate it. And lastly, Dan Haggerty wishes us a happy and peaceful Christmas. And that, my friends, that was the Christmas light. I think you can all tell how I feel about this movie. It's an entirely uncanny and insane experience with so many little and big details to analyze about just how awful it is. The character design is horrifically stilted, the writing is awful, the world and set are bare bones, and there are so many inconsistencies and plot holes to bring up that it's honestly incredibly fun. Say what you want about this movie, I've watched it so many times in the past month and I have a blast every time. So few movies offer so many minor things back to back to analyze and make fun of, which honestly makes this movie so much better than so many boring, empty, hollow experiences of movies. Weirdly enough, despite all of that, there is still some stuff and genuine quality in this movie. Like I said earlier, the score is surprisingly good. It doesn't distract from the dialogue, and it helps set the mood shockingly well. I also sort of like how visually dark the lighting and atmosphere is throughout the movie. It's so calming to the point where I've actually used this movie to fall asleep to a number of times, especially considering this movie does take place in the middle of the night, which plays to its advantage actually. And once again, say what you want about this movie, it's definitely not boring. I mean, you really can't beat the delivery of
He calls it sled 2.
or
Don't worry about that. I have a new sled.
So all in all, 2 out of 10. I love it and would recommend. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this pilot to the Shibshow, and I cannot wait to show you what other terrible pieces of media I am to analyze next. Have a merry holidays, everyone.